Hey, welcome. Today, we are diving into something that I think could really change how you find and screen talent. We're going to look at a totally new way for professionals to make a first impression, one that's active, intelligent, and get this, available 24/7.
Okay, be honest, does this look familiar? It's late, you're trying to power through this huge stack of applications, and pretty soon every single resume just starts to blur together. You've got the data, sure, but where's the personality, the communication style, that spark you're looking for? It's just not there. It's a huge pain point for literally anyone in hiring. So let's just lay it out, the old way versus the new way. The traditional CV, it's totally passive. It just sits there, waiting for you to get to it. But a digital twin, it engages you instantly. It's conversational, it's proactive, and it's designed to actually show you the candidate's real personality. It's all about turning those potential misconnections into genuine opportunities.
So, what is a digital twin, really? Okay, first thing, don't just think chatbot. That's not it. Think of it more like a strategic representative for the candidate. It's this active conversational AI that is always on, ready to talk about their skills and experience the second you're ready to listen.
All right, that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look and feel like for you, the person who has to make the hiring calls? Let's walk through a real-world experience to make this super clear. So, let's meet Sarah. She's a hiring manager based in Sydney, and she is swamped. She's always on the hunt for top tech talent, and her time is incredibly valuable. What she really needs is to get to the core of a candidate's skills, and fast. Okay, so Sarah's looking at a CV, and she sees a link to this candidate's digital twin. She's intrigued, so she clicks it. She doesn't waste any time. She asks her #1 screening question right away, and bam, she gets an instant, super clear answer. But here's the cool part. The twin then does something brilliant. It actually guides her, proactively, towards the candidate's other big strengths. Sarah's so impressed she decides to book a call right then and there. So Sarah just dives right in. No hello, no small talk. She fires off a very specific, very technical question to see if this person has exactly the skills she's looking for. Straight to the point. And look at the response she gets. This is what's so powerful. It's not just a, yep, I've done that. It's structured, it gives real evidence, and you can even feel the professional, confident tone coming through. Honestly, Sarah probably gets more useful info from this one answer than from a whole page of a normal resume. But this is where it gets really interesting. The conversation doesn't just stop. A normal chatbot would just wait for the next question, right? But a great candidate is proactive, and so is their twin. It doesn't let things stall. It actively steers Sarah toward the candidate's most impressive stuff. It does this by offering up these really smart prompts. It's almost like the candidate is reading her mind, anticipating what she'll ask next. This makes it so easy for Sarah to dig deeper into what really matters to her, whether that's a specific project or, say, their leadership skills. So, at this point, Sarah is basically sold. She's seen that the candidate is skilled, communicates well, and has that initiative she's always looking for. She is absolutely ready to move forward, and the twin makes that next step ridiculously easy. And here's the pivot. The twin goes from just giving information to actually capturing her intent. It offers to connect her directly with the real person, turning that interest into a solid, actionable lead. Think about it. No more email tag, no waiting around for a reply. The next step is locked in before she even closes the tab.
So you see, what we've been looking at is so much more than just a fancy Q&A bot. The real magic, the real power, is what's happening behind the scenes. This is what turns it from a simple chatbot into a genuine career intelligence engine.
So what's going on under the hood? Well, for starters, it remembers you. Every single conversation is stored, and that builds context over time. It also captures your intent. It knows if you're a recruiter looking to hire, or maybe just a colleague checking things out. It can even understand nuance and adapt its tone based on how the chat is going. And get this, it can trigger actual actions, like sending a follow-up email after you leave. The system is still working for the candidate long after you've moved on. Okay, but what if you don't have time to sit there and type? What if you could just call it? I'm serious. Imagine that phone number on the CV isn't their personal mobile. What if it's a direct line to their digital twin, ready to answer your questions over the phone anytime? Just let that sink in for a second. You, as a recruiter, could call a candidate's AI at midnight, get smart answers to all your screening questions, and even schedule a follow-up. That isn't just a cool feature, that is a career-changing moment. It puts that candidate so far ahead of everyone else in the pile. All right, let's zoom out for a minute and think about what this all really means. We're not just talking about a new tool here. We're talking about a fundamentally new kind of first impression. So, what does it say about a candidate when they show up like this?
For you, the recruiter, the benefits are just massive. First, you save so much screening time. We're talking seconds, not hours. You also get way deeper insights into their personality and communication style, not just their qualifications. It's an instant flag that this person is innovative, and maybe most importantly, it's just a memorable experience. This is the candidate that's going to stand out from the hundreds of other resumes on your desk.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question. If a candidate's first impression is this thoughtful, this proactive, and this genuinely helpful, just imagine what kind of teammate they're going to be. It tells you they're a problem solver, a great communicator, someone who thinks ahead. And really, isn't that exactly the person you're trying to hire?